We'll talk about it after, okay?
Yeah, yeah. No, I thought you wanted to do it now.
Good evening. Oh, I've got to take one of these off. Hang on. Oops.
I've been in and out, so that's why. Hello.
Hello.
How are you? Good to be
I'm
back.
okay.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm alright, thank you. How are you?
Hmm. I'm wonderful. Thank you very much. A bit running around and a little behind with things, so it's been a bit chaotic setting up, but I'm here. We're on.
Good. I've got a little bit of echo there somewhere.
Yes, you see, mm, maybe it's because I need to go on headphone. Hold on, that will help. The next, that will help. See, I told you I wasn't very prepared.
No, you're okay.
Yeah, hold on. This should improve. This should definitely help. Right, not sure if it's working.
Hello?
Hello, hello,
Hello.
hello.
Anyway, what
Anyway,
what have you been up to?
so I've been. I don't think these are working. I've been kind of busy with different stuff. So there's a couple of films that are in the pipeline, short films that are happening in the pipeline. So it's like gradually different part of it is coming together. And then I submitted for Grace and Perry's art club, which is so exciting. So I kept hearing from my friends that that they're seeing me in the intro, the beginning of the program, but I hadn't seen it yet, so I didn't know what they were saying. But because I didn't hear anything from them, I didn't think that they had chosen my work. So, but I watched it yesterday, so I noticed that I'm featured. My video that when I'm talking about my work is featured on the opening credit, which is great because that means I'm popping up going la 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 every episode, which is confusing for some people because they're the ones that know me. It's like, so where's your work? It's like they clearly didn't choose my work, but just kept my face, so which is great. So I'm so happy about that. It's so lovely, and my mom just watched it, and also she was so excited, very
Good.
proud that my face is keep appearing. Like, oh, your face. So that, and I look all right. So and then
What
then
are you going to what are you going to do to us for tonight then? You're going to do
I'm
some drawing again.
do look. I've got paper here, so I'm gonna turn this a little bit, and then I'm gonna do some more drawing, if you like. But this
Right.
time I started from with a plain paper. So instead of having some background, because I was running a bit behind, but I thought also the challenge of facing the white surface,
Right, okay.
the intimidating plain background.
Okay. Can you get your camera on that?
Yep,
On the,
I'm about to. Hold on,
okay,
hold on.
thank you.
Okay, let me just make sure that the angle is good. So how are you been, Steve? While I'm just fixing this, so we're not
Yeah,
just
yeah.
focusing on the.
Well, I've been doing radio
Yeah.
and I've been doing this and we're in the chart.
How did the fundraiser go, by the way?
We didn't do it.
Oh, you didn't do it. I thought I
No.
didn't hear anything from you.
No,
I
you
think I
still
missed
got
it.
it. Have you still got
I
it?
have it. I have it.
Well,
Yes.
what we do, I'll talk to you about it later
Yeah.
in a minute.
waiting. It's waiting to be
Okay.
used in the finance. Okay, I think this is all right, isn't it?
Yeah,
Are you
yeah,
happy
that's
with
fine.
this? Yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
Okay.
Oh,
So why are we drawing? Why you're drawing?
um,
Tell people about yourself.
okay. So at this moment, I'm only doing lines, as you can see. I'm
Okay.
only doing lines. I'm just going to readjust this a little bit. Sorry, a little bit more. So at the moment, I'm going to fill the page with random lines, just lots of random lines. And this is a nice way for me to always start. It's just good to have some some lines for different inspirations.
How long have you been in art now?
Sorry?
How long have you been doing art?
I've been doing art for probably all my life, since I remember.
Yeah.
And it's always been something I enjoy doing, and I've always been um, just being entertained because I had to keep myself entertained. I was growing up with my grandparents and in 80s in Iran, and there wasn't that much going on. And I love books, so I was entertaining myself with books, my imagination, and just playing in the garden, which wasn't like, we had just mostly flower pots. It wasn't
Mm.
really a garden. And basically just entertaining myself with different things and keeping occupied. And I always love to do lots of different stuff around the house. Just so drawing was something that always entertained me, always kept me busy, and I really love to spend a lot of time on it and just be playful. And when I grew older and I had to choose a subject, and obviously, and my mom really encouraged me to kind of go after
Mm.
doing art. So I entered uni and did graphic design. But I
Yeah.
never became a graphic designer. I get bored of doing serious design work. I mean, I enjoy design, but I find it's a bit hard working with different different clients and different type of demands. So I
Yeah.
have to
Yeah.
keep it flexible. I enjoy just keeping it. But this I like to get challenged when I do it this way. I like to get challenged because I've got my lines here, and the challenge is to just hear some words and ideas,
Okay.
or
Let's
just
get
just
some words.
topics, just
Let's
topics,
get
and I will find them here.
right.
But
I've
this
got
is
some
my
on the
challenge.
radio. I've got 200 people here on the radio.
Yeah,
So here we go. Um,
you can also
can you
start with
draw a
you.
dog?
A dog. Yes. Yes, the answer is yes. I draw a dog, and I have to say sometimes it doesn't really look like the actual thing. So but it's okay. It's
Yeah.
totally
Okay.
okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
But I think we can agree that this is kind of looking like a dog. Can you see the guy here?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what
That's
kind
like
of a what kind of a dog is this?
a Labrador.
Is it? I don't know dogs very well. I don't know the names, but yeah.
Mm.
And
So
what is
tell.
the dog doing?
Hang on. I've got to ask him. What's that dog doing?
It could be something very strange.
Good toilet.
The what? What?
Good toilet.
I don't understand.
Going to the loo.
Oh, you're going to the loo or going to the toilet? Sorry, I didn't.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's do that then. The dog is going to the toilet. All right.
Don't look at me like that. It's not me.
It's okay. That's my that I asked for it, didn't I? I asked for it. But
Strange.
however, I like don't judge me on how I'm going to interpret going to the toilet, right? I mean,
I love having you on. You're funny.
thank you. Thank you. I do my best.
So tell everybody about yourself, because they probably didn't know last time who you are.
Yes, yes. Well, I'm an artist, and really enjoy. I really enjoy. I think this is a toilet. There you go. I really enjoy acting and performing, and just lots of different things. I have lots of different interests, so I jump from different one task to another. So I've got to keep busy with variety of stuff.
Yeah.
Um, I love watching movies, probably more than I enjoy watching paintings. So
Yeah.
I love movies so much. And since I was young, I just love them. So when I like a movie, I really want to. I'm not very good with names. There's lots of directors and actors that I can't remember their names. I'm
Mhm.
just gonna make sure that we're covering this bit here. You can see I'm doing a toilet seat. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, it seems that he's trying to sit on a toilet seat, but it's like but his legs are too short. But yeah, I when I love a movie, I just want to know everything about it, like everything. I watch all the behind the scenes stuff. I watch the interviews, and I just really, really enjoy that world. And it's really fun doing acting, which is I've always kind of been doing it on and off, and I'm doing a lot more these days. So bits and yeah, especially
What's your latest project?
the latest one is going to be it's a student movie, and I'm actually probably going to be doing a voiceover. That one we haven't discussed yet. Just
All right.
but mainly I'm going to do the art direction. So so I'm entering that side too because I really love how sets are put together and how they're designed. So I'm going to be working on that. But also there is an interview. It's like a documentary that I'm going to be part of about being a woman and what that means, and the idea of basically just challenge the idea of being a woman. Like that many of us don't really fit in that category properly. So it's just having a discussion about that.
Well, definitely.
And
I
so
don't fit
yeah,
in.
because
I
like
don't fit.
my version of being a woman is very chaotic and not really mainstream or usual. So I like to kind of explore that and have a chat
All
about
right.
that. And then there is another kind of there are a few things I've applied for. I don't know whether they're gonna happen or not, but they're all very interesting projects. They're all kind of low budget short films. And I've done some modeling. Oh my god, that last week I did some amazing. A few days ago, I did amazing modeling and with this amazing photographer in London, going through landmarks and just doing some crazy poses. Just I can't wait to see those. That was really fun, and I
Was
could
that?
really feel creative.
What
Sorry,
kind
yeah.
of modeling was that?
That was basically just we tried different outfits and just different poses in the city. So it's like an outdoor. They're all outdoor photos. So it's got a very. This guy has got a very huge toilet roll. Just so to mention that.
Yeah. I've got somebody here who's saying, because he's looking down, can you draw some puppies?
Some coffee.
No, puppies.
Poppies. Sorry, I thought it meant coffees.
Puppies.
Poppies. Yes, yes. Okay, yes. I will do poppies.
Dogs.
Yes. No. Little dogs.
Little dogs.
Can you see the poppy?
You're funny.
They're very polite, these puppies. They're sitting very, maybe they're waiting for their turn to use the loo.
Probably one of us left. So, what do you like doing best? Acting
Uh,
or art?
I like everything. I mean, recently I've been doing a lot more acting than art, but with paintings, I kind of once or twice a year I do a big project, and I really need to feel inspired. Like there's an exhibition coming up soon, so I'm going to be creating a body of work um, for that. So there's always a, a focus on a project. That's when I start creating. But with the with acting, I'm finding that there is a lot more I like to explore,
Yeah.
and it seems that I'm giving it a bit more time, a kind of like a TV and a performance and things that is on a moving media, moving image is something that really excites me these days. So I think my focus is a bit more on that, but it changes. I mean, some days I really just want to sit and recently I'm starting to make things with my hand as well, like make little spirals and things that are decorative. And
All
okay,
right.
I've got puppies here. More? Can we have more requests?
Yeah. Can you put a dog? Sorry. Can you put a bone in the dog's mouth?
You want a bowl in his mouth?
No, a bone.
A bone? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, like so it improves the toilet experience for sure. Okay. What else? I'm gonna be changing some color as well. So far, I'm sticking to this brown. I really like this brown. I haven't used it enough, so I'm just sticking to this brown for now. But I'll change color. Okay.
Okay.
What else? Some other
Yeah,
topics.
we've got a cat here.
Cat.
Yeah.
Okay. A cat. Is cat doing anything specific or
Sitting down,
sitting down? Sure.
looking at the dog.
Looking at the dog, of course. Where else would they be looking at?
I won't tell you what people are saying on you.
You won't?
I won't tell you what people are saying on you.
Why won't you tell me?
It's disgusting.
Is it?
Yeah.
How disgusting.
Well, it's got. Can you draw a cat wiping the dog's bum?
Well, I drew the cat there now. So it's just sitting.
Yeah, he's just sitting there now.
No, it's sitting there now.
Yeah, so the cat.
Come on. It's got a bow tie. I decided the cat needed a bow tie, so I'm giving it a bow tie.
Can you put an hat on it?
You want a hat?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I tell you.
There you go. It's the top hat for cat. Hat cat.
Hat cat. Right. What else we got? Can we have a
Nothing is
horse, please?
proportionate. A horse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have a farm. This is amazing.
Can you see that far?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure. I've got a stain here. I'm going to just cover it. Don't like that thing.
So how you been coping with the COVID then?
Well, I've just been keeping creative, really. It's the best way to cope with anything. So I've been
Yeah.
painting. I've been meditating. Been watching stuff, learning some new stuff, like watching some tutorial videos. Cooking, doing a lot of cooking.
All right.
Trying new
What you been
food.
cooking?
Well, a few like few Persian recipes that I really liked, but I never really cooked for myself. So, and my partner
All
likes
right.
it too, so that's good. So
Does your partner like your
I've been
cooking?
doing. Oh yeah, yeah, he's a great cook. He's so good. So we cook for one another, so that really works. And we give each other, we take turns.
All right.
Sometimes he ends up cooking more than me, and sometimes the other way around. So I've been doing cooking and walking when the weather's nice, just doing a bit of walking, catching up
How
with
about?
people over the video calls, and
All right.
just, just keeping busy, and also being still because I really enjoyed that time of stillness. I felt like I really needed to. That was the
Yeah, yeah.
beginning. I really felt like I needed to do nothing for a bit, and that was nice. It was like a quite restful. But
Are you
just I
spiritual?
generally, yes,
Yeah.
yes, I am. I really like connection to nature and my own my own system of belief, which is quite random and weird. But I just like that. I like to have that connection with the spiritual realm, and it could be many things, and it really keeps me sane. It
Do you
helps me
believe in?
stay.
Do you believe in God then?
Oh yes, of course. Always did. As a child, it was like something I felt very connected to.
Yeah, yeah.
Didn't need much explanation or belief or like convincing. I was just really I like the idea of God and talking to God and praying in my own, or just mostly chatting to God. Like God is like my
Yeah.
imaginary friend. It's like, hey God, how you doing?
Well,
I
he's
just
there.
wanna.
He's not. He's
Sorry,
there.
sorry.
God is there.
Oh yeah, yeah. Of course, it is how you have a relationship with it, with that source.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. I've always enjoyed it, and I just love that realm and I love all the religions and all the belief systems, and I'm always keen to know about the different rituals and different stories and origin of things. And I'm just gonna sip a little bit of
Yeah.
strange
You
tea I
carry on.
made. Okay, we have a kind of a horse. The horse has got a bit of a long face, but I'm pretty sure it looks like a horse, doesn't it? Okay, what else?
I've got a question here for you.
Yeah.
Um, where you come from, you come from Persia,
Yes.
and in Persia, how old is it for two people to get married?
How hard is it?
No, how old can you get? To,
How old?
yeah,
Well, I think, well, traditionally there was a time that they said like 8 year you could get married 8 years old. Nobody does that anymore.
8
But
years
I
old.
think there is no, it was like tradition that people like
All right,
in older traditional in like rural areas, like they did that in the past because
go.
but yeah, but that's ridiculous. But people did get married really, really early. I think my great grandmother got married when she was 13 or 16, something like that. Not even 16.
God.
She was very young, my great grandmother. But I'm not sure there is obviously a legal there has to be a legal age, which I don't exactly know, but you need your father's permission, and you need
All
to
right,
it needs to be, and you need to go through many steps. You can't just go and get married. It needs to be very official. You need to do blood tests and make sure that you don't have any um, problems genetically, so that your children's are not gonna be affected in any
right.
way. So there's like they're really, because the people used to marry within families, like cousins used to marry, and that was like part of, again, tradition. It was okay for cousins to marry, and that would cause a lot of genetic problems. So they're very careful with that.
Will you ever get married?
Well, I did kinda, but no, I mostly just had long-term partners, and just, yeah, and it basically yeah, it felt like marrying, but I didn't really do all of that. So I don't like all of that marriage, and I mean it's too complicated. There's a lot of arrangements. It's
Yeah,
too
yeah,
much.
okay.
It's not for me. It's just such a headache. So I just live
Yeah,
with my partner. But no, in
yeah,
Iran you have to. I mean, these days people they can live together without necessarily marrying. You know,
of course, yeah,
it is kind of becoming accepted in a society for people to just live together
yeah,
without being
yeah.
married, and that's fantastic. It's such
Good.
a. It's very new. It's very new. This kind of
Yeah, because if you
um,
split up, at least you don't have to
people
get a
being
divorce.
accepted because
Yeah.
you had to marry, otherwise you couldn't be together even in the street. That would be problematic.
Would it?
Yeah, because it would be illegal for men and women to hang out if they're not if they don't have a close
Is
relationship
that what
while they're
happens in
married. It's
Persia?
like it's illegal.
Is that what
And you
happens in Persia?
sorry.
Is that what happens in Persia?
Well, I mean, it's Iran now, but I mean, under the
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Under the Islamic Republic, so it's an Islamic law. So you have to kind of be, um, yeah, you have to be married or engaged, very
Mm,
on paper. You know, you need to have a contract, marriage contract. Otherwise, it's illegal.
gosh.
Then you'll be in trouble. They take you to prison. Maybe they could. I've been there.
What prison?
Yeah, a couple of times. I mean, I didn't have to stay more than a few hours, but yeah, like I was hanging out with a boyfriend in a coffee shop, and the other time we were in a car
You're
with my
joking.
boyfriend's friend, and then they chased us and arrested us. We were very close to the police station. We're laughing about it now, and it was just so intense. And yeah,
What did your parents say?
they were very upset. But I
Well
mean, they
then,
knew I was, they knew my boyfriend, but they had to come and release us, and then we had to go to the courts, and it was just so funny. Get fined and bizarre. It's very
behave
bizarre.
yourselves.
Behave yourselves. Get married or something first. But it's causing a lot of problem. This idea like you need to marry, otherwise you can't hang out, and it causes people to have the
Mm,
divorce like rate and the numbers are going high
mm.
because people don't get to know each other very well, and then they go under one roof, and then it's like they don't get along, and there's divorce. Divorce was considered very bad, but now it's just it's probably still bad, but very common.
I've been married.
It's,
I've been married
but
7 years
like
now.
if you have a relationship, then you know one another, and
Yeah.
then you can get along, or no, you don't. Yeah, so I think that ideas are starting to change, and people are opening up more to this idea that it's you need to get to know your partner and just
Mm.
don't commit
I've
immediately.
I've got a question here about your religion,
Yeah,
if you don't mind.
sure.
When you go out, do you have to wear your own gowns and everything?
Not here. I mean, in Iran. I mean, and also people that want to follow it. I don't need to. I don't feel the need to do that. But in Iran there is that's the law. You have to cover your hair. It's like where you could how
And your
you can
face,
avoid.
innit?
Sorry?
You got to cover your face too, innit?
No, just the hair.
Right,
That's in Iran. I mean, it is different in different countries.
right.
I mean, some places it's optional. It's like you wear it if you want. You don't want to wear it, fine. Like they're not gonna arrest you for it. And some places you'll be in big trouble. In
Yeah.
Iran, they'll arrest you and you're in trouble if you don't wear it. But you get a lot of people recently that they're demonstrating, and there's a lot of women that actually take their hijab off as a demonstration, and they get in a lot of trouble. But they do it like that's the activism to take it off.
Mm.
Hijab
And
off.
what do you think about these people who kind of like call women letterbox?
Well, I mean that's you know that's not nice. It's offensive. It is
It
offensive.
is offensive, isn't it?
But I can see why they would say that. I understand visually. You can
Yeah.
compare it to a letterbox. I think any outfit, if it's by choice, it's fine. I mean, I sometimes I enjoy wearing the hijab for the because how it feels and it's really nice. It feels nice wearing it.
What's the
I mean,
meaning
I
of
never
that?
like in my family. We it wasn't like we weren't wearing hijab.
Yeah.
Outdoors you have to wear a scarf, and it's like by the law you have to by law you have to look that way, and you have to
Yeah. What's the
follow
meaning
it,
of that? Oh,
follow the guidelines. Sorry.
what's the meaning of that?
It's just for women's protection, I guess. That
Oh,
it says a lot about men as well. Like women have to cover like that for their own protection. But it's just a very old. I don't know. There's lots of.
tradition.
It's an old tradition, and I think some places probably had that outfit because it made sense. Like if you were in a desert or somewhere that is really really hot, you don't want to expose your face to the sun. You want to cover your face, so it really makes sense. Like you don't want to go,
Mm,
if you imagine the times that the sunblock didn't exist, you
mm.
had to protect your face because the sun would completely damage your skin. So men and women, if you notice in areas that is in the desert and the sun is really strong, men and women cover their face.
All right.
Because it's protection, and everyone wear long dresses, and they completely cover their body because the protection against the sun would just completely damage the skin. So it really makes sense to have that.
Mm,
You
mm.
know, in some areas, this is like it really requires that kind of cover for for
Yeah.
being for being safe and to protect yourself against the elements. And then and some places, maybe it was also because of like men becoming very possessive, not wanting women and not wanting anyone to look at their wives, and that was and it's just something that there's a lot of debates and interpretations about it, but it's one
Yeah.
of the core parts of Islam that you have to
Right.
cover your
Okay.
hair.
Okay.
It's
How about
changing though. I believe that that can change in some areas, and kind of
yeah?
new approach to that.
What do you think about rearranged marriage?
Well, I don't think at this time and age really makes any sense. Maybe there was a time it did, and arranged marriages existed everywhere. I mean, in the in all the wealthy families, they always wanted to keep money in their family, so they didn't just marry their
Mm,
children to anyone. There was this arranged marriages between the families that they did that to keep a certain bloodline or keeping a certain wealth in place. So that happened in the West as well, and probably still does to some degree.
yeah.
Not calling it arranged marriage, but it does happen, and maybe like yeah, it clearly benefited the families as well having that arrangement. I mean, these days that really doesn't make sense because people really need to be able to make their own choices and live for their own
Yeah. Of course.
principles rather than just follow like I think more and more um nations are opening up to this. Like it's happening naturally, like with having internet everywhere and people being able to meet online and connect. And before maybe it was because it wasn't allowed for people to meet, um and always but families knew better, so they wanted to make sure that they secure a good family bond. And the families marry each other, so that was I think that's what it was all about, really. It was
Yeah.
about the
Yeah.
families making sure that they can get along with their families. And yeah, and a lot of times business purposes as well, I would say, keeping the empire together or expanding an empire. So but I don't really think it makes any sense, but hey, it works for some people. And
Mm,
there is also this thing. Imagine that if somebody's really shy, you know, like how matchmaking and stuff, and like you see websites doing that. There were people doing that in the families that were just matchmaking, like part of that arranged marriage was just sometimes maybe just thinking two people match and they're fit for one another, and sometimes that could work really well.
Mm.
It's not always a bad thing, but these days societies are different.
Yeah, but what happens if you don't fancy that person?
Yeah, you're stuck for life. No divorce was allowed, was it, before? And these days, there's still some families would really frown upon divorce. It's like, ooh, you're divorced. No, it's a
Oh
bad
no.
thing. It's just, yeah, it's
Especially
a
when you've
shame.
got to have
It's
children too, innit?
Yeah, yeah, but sometimes people can't live together, and it doesn't work, and it's better to separate and move to different directions rather than stay in an environment which is toxic and just destructive for everyone. If
Mm.
something is not fixable or is not tolerable, like that's a it's not a good idea to stay in that environment for the sake of keeping a marriage together. It's a very bad idea. And it's okay, things change, things end. Nothing is forever. Like the idea that the marriage has to be forever, and if it's broken and it's finished, is a bad, terrible thing. I think it's a bit of a limited view.
Yeah. I've got a question
More,
for you.
more. I just added some face here, but give me more topics.
Okay, I've got a question for you first.
Yep.
If you wanted to have a part in the film, would
If
you?
I wanted to have a part in a film,
Yeah.
yeah,
What kind of film would it be?
horror.
No, not horror.
I love horror. It's one of my
Yeah.
favorite genres. My, yeah, I love horror. But I would, if the characters are interesting. I think character is interesting, and I think the script is so important. So if it's a bad script,
Yeah.
if it's weak script, it's not going to be very fun. So I think that is really appealing if the dialogues are interesting, or sometimes non-speaking, but if it's an interesting topic and if the character you can play with the character, I really like that, especially if it's something that is not that close to how I am. I'd love to explore that and just go into a different persona and just find a different aspect of myself. I enjoy that.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
Yeah.
Just shape shifting is great. It's great fun.
Someone said, "Can you draw a bath?"
Draw a bat.
No, a bath.
Bat?
Bath.
Bath. Sorry.
It's me. It's
I
me.
really want to draw a bath. That's why I heard it. Bath.
I'll
A
draw a bath
bath.
then.
A bath. Yes, I can draw a bath. Let's see how.
A bar.
Yeah. A bar or bath?
A bath.
A bar. Let me do the bath then, because I already committed to it.
I was trying to act posh there.
Okay, so a bar. What kind of a bar?
Mm. A drinks bar.
A what?
A drinks bar.
I mean, any specific style? Anything?
Hang on for a second. Not really. No, I
No,
just want a
just a
bar.
normal bar. Is it a pub?
Yeah, it's a pub. EastEnders. Sorry.
I miss pubs though, I have to say. I can't wait for
Yes,
it
so
to
do
open.
I.
That's where I do my admin.
What in the pub?
Yeah, that's the only place I can sit and focus. I mean, it depends. I can't sit somewhere that shows football.
Except when you're drunk.
It needs to be just a playlist, and just sit in a corner, have my pint, and do admin. Apply for stuff, fill application, but I can do everything, no problem. As long as you give me a pint, I'll sit there
Don't you like
and just.
football?
I don't like football.
Does,
Really,
does your
I don't like the football sounds. They're like, it's just
does
it's
your
really
partner like
stressful.
football?
Sorry.
Does your partner like football?
Thank God, no. I'm very happy that he doesn't, and he's very happy I don't like these things. I don't like sports. Like I don't like to watch it.
How could you not like sports?
I mean, I like it, but I don't want to watch people do it. It's
All
like
right.
I used to like it as a child. I used to enjoy that, but I get so bored. I get really bored.
Some women they like watching rugby a lot
Where
on the telly.
you
So,
like what?
well, I don't like watching rugby very much, but women they love it
Do they? Why?
because all the big muscles and everything.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it can be. I mean, the only reason I was watching football when I was young was because all the players were hot, and you was usually yeah, that was the only reason that we watched it. It was like nice fat guys running around. Yeah, that's the only reason we watched it. And we followed the game, but it was mostly like, oh, that guy is hot, that guy is hot, yes, and then we would support them if they were good looking. Then we would support the team. Yeah, that was it. I get that. Yeah, I mean, it's nice when people are when you see athletic people, they're like superhumans, like
Hmm.
the strength. It's admirable. I see why people would watch it because that is a very admiring, admirable thing. But no, I get bored.
So what do you like then?
I really love I love learning things. So I would, for example, listen to a lot of stuff which is like lectures, stuff about psychology. So I listen to a lot of things that could be boring, like it's like they're like boring stuff. You might sound really boring, but I really like to explore all the different techniques of NLP, neuro linguistic programming. And then I love to learn about astrology. I love to learn about different mythologies and interpretations and the archetypes and the subconscious, and just really enjoy listening to those things. I like um, sometimes philosophical discussions and alchemy. I love alchemy. I like to know about alchemy. So there's like times I just like to listen to stuff, but it doesn't all sink in. I have to listen so many times for it to sink in. So I don't absorb it. Just I'm just letting information to just sink in
Uh,
gradually. The more I listen, I'm just assuming that it's just sinking in there somewhere. But and then I enjoy watching movies and really like um live series films, and then watching a thing like watching documentaries and watching analysis. I really enjoy watching things being analyzed. So a story or like film being analyzed, um, and people do that a lot on YouTube. So there's lots of videos about um, different videos and the analysis and all the hidden stuff in it. So I just get very excited about these things. And the more I find it, I just want to find, if I like a movie, I want to find all of these hidden stuff about it. And I enjoy doing puzzle games sometimes.
all right.
And I really love, like, I feel my brain needs some defragmentation as if it's rearranging itself when I play puzzles. So I love that.
What's the right? Mark wants to know what three things do you like about your partner?
What do I,
Three things
what
you
free
like.
thing?
Yeah, what you like about your partner?
Oh, three things.
Yeah.
He's very creative and he's very kind, very loving, and just so many things I like about him. He's very funny, so we laugh a lot. We make
And
each other laugh. We make
and
each
what
other
would he
laugh,
say
and he's a
about you?
great cook. He's a great cook. He cooks so well. delicious
And
food.
what would he say about you?
I think I make him laugh a lot, and I'll be kind to one another and loving to one another. I think he would say these as well. Um, and yeah, he likes my art. I love his. He's a musician. I love his music. It's amazing, really good. And this is how we met. We met. He was playing music, and I was doing art to the music. So
All right.
just it was we started. This is how we got to know each other. It was the first spark. We liked each other's work. So
Ah.
that was, yeah. I feel very lucky.
And okay, what's the worst three things about your partner?
He doesn't like cabbage.
You
Doesn't
gotta
like
have your
cabbage.
veg.
No cabbage. He doesn't like cabbage, and that's sad because I love cabbage. I can't really easily eat it.
That's
I
one.
think we're doing all right. I think we're doing all right if that's the first thing that I wish you liked cabbage. We laugh about it quite a lot. Like, if only you like cabbage, it'd be perfect.
Does he leave things around the house?
Sorry,
Does he leave things around the house?
I do that. I mean, we
Oh,
do it in different ways. Like I create such a mess in the kitchen. Like if I'm doing anything, there's like things are everywhere. And he's very clean in the kitchen. And then he's like that's in the bathroom or in the bedroom. I'm like, but we no, it's not a big deal because it's like, okay, you make a mess there, I'll make a mess here. Like balances out.
uh,
This guy is cleaning the glass, but you probably can't see that.
yes, I
Let's bring
can.
it closer. Not the
Yeah,
cat. There's a barman there. There's a barman.
yeah, yeah. I can see him. Yeah.
Yeah, he's cleaning a glass, but maybe not very clear. What else? What
Ah.
else should I draw?
Um.
I want to change color now.
What we got?
Let me see. How is this gray? Gray is not a nice color. Mhm. So how about you, Steve? You tell me something to draw. You recommend
Oh, I don't know.
anything. Doesn't have to relate to what you see here.
Right. Ooh.
Anything that comes to your mind. Doesn't have to make any sense. Give me an object.
Um. Stars.
Stars?
Yeah. I don't know why.
But there needs no reason. It's fine.
No.
Stars are good. What other objects?
A rocket.
A rocket. Okay.
Trust you, game. Under that rocket,
Yeah.
can you put a cooker?
Under the rocket.
Yeah.
You want a cooker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the flames going up towards the back of the rocket. Don't ask.
This is fine. Okay, I've got a cooker here, and we'll make sure that we've got the rocket.
Steve said
There's a
flames.
hob in here, and there's flames cooking the rocket.
Oh yeah. How weird.
It's perfect. Weird is good. Weird is wonderful. It's more of an industrial cooker as well. It's one of those. Very solid. Very big industrial cooker. You need
Was
one
it-
of those. If you're gonna put a rocket on it, it needs to be big. Industrial cooker. Okay.
No, she can't draw what? A bloke with a kebab. Don't be stupid.
What?
Someone just came up to me and said, "Can you have uh, coming out from the rocket eating
Yeah.
a kebab?"
A kebab in the rocket?
Don't-
Is a kebab being cooked in the rocket?
There's a cooker.
The rocket is a cooker. Yeah, I can put a kebab here. Shall I put a doner and then a kebab here?
Oh,
There
you
go.
people, you're nuts.
I love that. Excellent choice.
A kebab.
It's a good design for a kebab cooker, though. Imagine if it was like a rocket with a door. Big
Yeah.
door.
Can you draw my wife on the top?
A what?
Can you put my wife there on the top of the rocket?
I'm not sure how your wife looks like, but okay.
No, no, I'm only joking.
How about if she's inside? No, if she's inside, she'll cook.
Oh.
I can put your wife, but what does she look like?
No, no, it's all right.
You sure?
No.
I can just put a very happy lady here. How's that?
All right, put an happy lady then.
You can't see. She's tiny here.
That's all right.
She's wearing sunglasses for some reason.
That's it. You put some air on, and it's spiky.
She's got hair like that. Ah, her hair is. So just putting in very generic hair.
What's
Even if it's
that?
not like that, she's wearing a wig. It's like
She's wearing a wig.
it's like a tiny person here with the glasses. She's very retro.
Oh,
I need to change my I need to change the marker.
how often do you draw then?
But I mean the last time I started the work last month. So I've been doing on and off a little bit of that. But it could be like from few times a year to
All right.
yeah, but it could be like when I'm painting it could take like many days. But it really depends. It really depends.
All right.
It's not all the time. It's not something I do all the time. I'm giving her purple hair for some reason. I don't know. Don't ask me why.
Giving her purple hair. She's got blonde hair.
It's a purple wig. It's very obvious it's a wig now.
A purple wig.
You can't see her. She's very tiny. You can't see her.
All right.
No. I will send the photo later.
Send the photo later.
Okay, what else?
Oh. A bat.
A boat.
A bat.
A bat.
Yeah.
Definitely a bat because I wanted to draw a bat.
Yeah. A bat.
A bat. Putting a bat. Let me see. Do you like bats?
No.
Why? They're so cute.
No, they attack you.
They don't.
They do.
Only when they're scared. They don't just come and attack you.
They're horrible things.
In films, they attack. When was the last time? When my boyfriend says bats don't attack people. When was the last? They don't like people. They hide and they're shy.
Oh, they stay away, do
When was
they?
the last time a bat attacked you?
It was my ex-wife.
Your ex-wife was attacked by a bat.
No, she was the bat.
She was the bat. Well, that's a different story.
Yeah. I bet you felt that funny, didn't you?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, there is a bat. What else?
Right. Ooh.
I'm just applying. I'm adding some colors because it's all too monochrome.
Put a boat there.
A what?
A boat.
A boat. What kind of boat?
A rowing boat.
Okay. I'm gonna put these dogs in a boat. How's that? These puppies.
Yeah, put them in a boat. All these ideas from people.
Great. I like the kebab and the rocket is my favorite.
Well, at least it's being cooked.
At least it's being cooked. Nobody likes a raw kebab.
Kebab.
Nobody's got time for a raw kebab.
So what have you got planned then for the next month?
Let me think. There is a couple of modeling. There's a few shoots happening, and they're all. One of them is like again another street photography. The other one still waiting for confirmation, but it's for a makeup advert. And there's some other. There's a short film that we're gonna start working. The one I'm doing the art direction for.
All right.
So it's
Okay.
busy. So it's like lots of little bits and bobs here and there. And then there are a few other projects like visual art projects that we're doing. And yeah, there's like I'm sure a lot of stuff I've forgotten. I'm glad I put them in a calendar.
Get yourself a diary.
I have an online diary, otherwise it will not work. I can't physical calendar, not very good. Online, because I can't read my own handwriting. If I write anything in there, it's like, what is that? But at least when I'm typing something, it's readable. But having a physical calendar, no, I forget to use it. But online, I've been using online diary and it's perfect. It's really good because you can access it everywhere. Easy,
we've got diary on our phone.
Yeah, exactly. I can't do without, especially my schedule is always so chaotic. It's just one thing completely unrelated to something else. So
Mm.
definitely needs. Okay. Right. Who wants to be pink? Pink lady here. Okay, what else? Give me
Uh,
objects,
ooh.
theme,
A cup and a saucer.
a cup and a saucer. Sure. A cup and a saucer. I just want to see how much space is. Okay, let me see. There. Where do I see a cup and a saucer? Mm, mm,
Mm.
Maybe here. No. No. No.
Yeah.
What's in the cup?
What's in the cup? One of the puppies.
One of the puppies. Sure. There's a puppy in a cup.
Have you ever done music video?
I have. I've done a few. One of the first things I started doing was a music video, and I've done it with my lovely friend Leela, and it's for artist called Nikki Rubin.
All right.
The song is called Displaced. It's a very beautiful music video.
Okay.
And then there is another one. I'm waiting. It's gonna be fun because I look horrific in it. I'm terrifying. I'm like screaming.
No, I doubt it.
So that it's gonna be really that one's gonna and it's all slow motion. Imagine my face slow motion scream towards the end. I think you see me as a
Uh,
so that's gonna be fun. I forgot the name of the artist for that. But yeah, there's a few. I don't remember the titles on top of my head. Um, but yeah, I've got there's another one. I'm in a it's a very retro music video. Um, and the artists are Blani and Dean Cohen,
all right.
and it's like a retro style, but it's rap and like it's really cool.
Good.
The video is really funny. I have no idea what's going on in the video, but we're like in a disco scene, so we're like there's a
Mm.
time travel happening apparently. So I'm from the past, and I look really cool. I'm like the coolest I've ever looked anywhere. I'm super cool. Like I managed to pull off. I got glasses and yeah, just really pulling off that retro look. The song is called Retro.
Retro. And where
So
can
that's
people? And when can people get that on YouTube?
are you yeah, are you able to share links after you publish?
Yep.
Yeah, I can send you all the links
Okay. Great.
for the music videos because they're very different styles as well, completely different style. This one music video, I'm only there for like a second,
That's a great help, isn't it?
but it's one of the mainstream stuff. But I'm there just it's a really cool music video because this guy is an amazing dancer. Again, I forgot the name. I'm so bad with names, but he's like a mainstream. He's a known artist. He's a dancer, and he's doing dancing on ice.
All right.
He's great. It's great, and he's just watch it for him because he's got a great. I'm not sure about the song, but he's a very cool. He's a great dancer, and he's wearing this really cute costume. like this sport mascot
All
of a
right.
dinosaur or something. So he's a dinosaur. It's like this dancing dinosaur on ice. Brilliant. So good. And I was a judge. We were judging him, like fighting that.
Ah. Right.
I'm there for a second.
I've got to
Go on,
let
go
you
on.
go because we're running out of time.
Okay, I'm going to finish this, paint it. I mean, color it in, and I'll send you the
Okay.
image so you could share it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And what we'll do is I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah, cool.
All right. Thank you very much.
Cool.
As
This was
always.
fun. Much love. Lovely,
Thank you.
lovely. Thank you for having me again.
Say hello to your boyfriend for me. And
I will. I will. He sent his love.
thank you, Andrew. Bye bye. God bless.
Bye. Lots of love.
Bye
Have a
bye.
lovely one.
Bye.
Bye.
There you go. That was Maryam. And really good artist, isn't she? Really good. Okay. Thank you very much. See you around about 11 o'clock later on for my next guest. Bye for now.